While the Dutch colonial empire is not as widely known as its British, Belgian, and French counterparts, its effects on the archipelago now known as Indonesia were equally terrifying. When the Dutch East India Company arrived in what is now Indonesia in the 17th century, they did not only violently enforce a trade monopoly in certain spices, but also engaged in mass-scale slave trading. Over 2 million people were either taken as slaves or forced laborers in the Dutch East Indies. The Dutch slaughtered over 4 million Indonesians during their ruthless wars of conquest without even counting the lives lost due to the brutal cultivation system, slavery, or the infamous coolie ordinances. The people forced to work for their Dutch overlords either as slaves or so-called coolies were subjected to horrible forms of torture like the cutting of fingers, hands, ears, breasts, and more. Unwilling slaves were whipped bloody and covered in salt to optimize their suffering. While slavery was officially abolished in the Dutch East Indies in the late 19th century, violent systems of forced labor lasted until the 1930s. The brutal repression by the Dutch colonial government eventually culminated in an anti-colonial independence movement. After the Second World War, this resistance movement declared Indonesian independence. The Dutch, who did not accept Indonesian sovereignty, waged a bloody war to retake their colonial possessions, which cost the lives of over 100,000 people. Under international pressure, the Dutch were eventually forced to accept Indonesian independence.